In this video, I have explained the audio representation on computer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Like the video, write the comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Audio representation of computers. In the previous class, I have told about a sound. A sound is nothing but the physical phenomena which has been caused by the vibration of an material. Due to vibration of an material, what happens? The air fluctuations will be created. It is the pressure in the air that will form an fluctuations, and those fluctuations will be propagating in the air in the form of an oscillations, and that we call as an waveform. So this waveform, that is a sound waveform, whatever is there, when it reaches to our ear, we call it as an sound. So now, how to represent this sound in a computer? Means before the sound wave, which will be a continuous curve, before representing them on a computer, the computer has to measure the waves amplitude in a regular time interval. It then takes the result and generates a sequence of sampling waves, or simply it is called as an samples. What it will do? The computer has to measure the waves amplitude in a regular time intervals. Whose measurement it will take? The curve, that is the sound waves continuous curve, whatever is there, those sound waves continuous curve, it will be measuring the waves amplitude at regular time intervals, and then it takes the result and generates a sequence of sampling values, and it is also called as an samples for short. The waves amplitude, whatever is there, which has been considered at regular time intervals, those are called as an sampling values. It is also called as an samples. Here in this one we can show, we can see the period of a digitally sampled wave. So this is a diagrammatic representation of a sampling wave. This is nothing but which will be represent before we want to represent the sound wave on the computer, we need to measure, and this measurement whatever has been done, that has been indicated in this particular diagram. So this particular diagram indicates the waves amplitude at regular time interval, and these are the sampling values. It is also called as an samples. These are the samples of an sound wave which we can represent in a system. This particular diagram shows the period of a digitally sampled wave. The mechanism that converts an audio signal into a sequence of an digital samples is called as an analog to digital converter. An analog to digital converter is a converter which will be performing the conversion of an audio signal into a sequence of an digital samples. The same procedure is used by digital to analog converter, which will be achieving in an opposite direction. That means a digital to analog converter will be converting a digital signal into an analog signal. Digital to analog converter is called as an DAC, and analog to digital converter is called as an ADC. Sampling rate. The rate at which the continuous waveform is sampled is called as a sampling rate. That means the rate at which the continuous wave, that means the analog signal whatever is there, that will be converted into a digital signal, and the rate at which this conversion is done, that is called as a sampling rate. Like the frequency, the sampling rate is also measured in terms of an hertz, Hz. For example, the CDs are sampled at the rate of 44,100 Hz, which may appear to be above the frequency range which is perceived by the humans. We the humans can perceive the audio signals which will be in the range of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. That means the bandwidth which the humans can perceive will be having 20,000 hertz minus 20 hertz. It will be equal to 19,980 hertz. This is the bandwidth which the humans can perceive, and that can represent a digitally sampled audio signal is only a half as big as an CD sampling rate, because the CD is sampled at the rate of 44,100 hertz, whereas the bandwidth which the humans can perceive is 19,980 hertz. That means it is almost all half which the CD's sampling rate is there. And because the CDs will be using Nyquist sampling theorem, the CDs will be using a theorem. That means at the time of sampling and CD, it will be based upon an Nyquist sampling theorem. Based upon that, the digitalization process will be done. That is, the sampling of a signal will be done. This means that the sampling rate of 44,100 hertz, which covers only a frequency range in the range from 0 hertz to 22,050 hertz. That means which we get in the bandwidth of an humans which can be perceived is 19,980. Subtracting that one from 44,100, you will be getting 22,050 hertz. So this is the only the frequency in the range from 0 hertz to 22,050 hertz, which is the sampling rate of an CD by using an Nyquist sampling theorem. And this limit is very close to the human hearing capability. Quantization. Before learning about a quantization, first we shall know about what is an digitalization process. A digitalization process will be consisting of two steps. In the step 1, it will be performing the sampling, and in the second one, it will be performing the quantization. So we have know about the sampling. The sampling is nothing but which will be converting an analog signal into a digital signal. It means whatever the continuous curve of a sound wave is there, that will be sampled at a regular interval of time, and it will be giving a discrete set of values which is retained at a regular interval of an time or an space intervals. That is, the first step in case of a digitalization process is sampling. This sampling will be converting analog signal into an digital signal. Digital signal in the sense, just it will be retaining the discrete set of values from the continuous curve. Then the second step is the quantization. The quantization is a process which will be converting an sampled signal into a signal that can take only a limited number of values. The quantization is a process which will be taking the sampled signals. It means in the step 1 we get a sampled signal, or simply called as an samples. Those will be taken, and those taken only a limited number of values will be taken, and that one what it will do, it will be taking only the limited number of values. The sampled signal will be converted into a signal that will be taking only a limited number of values. In a sampled signal, it will be having a number of values. Among those, it will be taking only a limited number of values, and that signal will be consisting of a limited number of sampled values. Quantization is a process which will be converting a sampled signal into a signal that will be taking only a limited number of values. An 8-bit quantization will be providing 256 possible values. How we get 256 possible values? 2 to the power 8. So 2 to the power 8 will be equal to 256. That means when we perform an quantization at the rate of 8 bit, then it will be at 256 possible values, while an 16-bit quantization in an CD quality results in more than 65,536 possible values. If we perform an 16-bit quantization 2 to the power of 16, so it will be equal to 65,536 possible values. If we perform an 3-bit quantization, then it will be providing 2 to the power of 3, that means 8 possible values. Next we shall see an 3-bit quantization. The 3-bit quantization diagram is as shown here. So this is an 3-bit quantization. That means whatever the sampled signal is there, that sampled signal, when we perform the quantization by 3-bit quantization, that means a sampled signal when it has been 3-bit quantized, then it will be giving the sampled values. These sampled values are the quantized signal, that is a digital signal, and when we perform the 3-bit quantization, it will be giving how many possible values? As I told, 2 to the power of 3, that means 8 possible values. So 8 possible values, what are those? It will be 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and below you can see it is minus 0.25, minus 0.5, minus 0.75. Another one possible value will be minus 1, and which has been not indicated in this particular diagram. These are the 8 possible values which we will be getting when we perform 3-bit quantization of a sampled signal. What are those values? 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, 0, minus 0.25, minus 0.5, and minus 0.75, and the last one is minus 1. These are the 8 different values which we get when we perform an 3-bit quantization on a sampled wave or a sampled values. So because of performing this 3-bit quantization, as you can see in this diagram, you are getting an shape, and that particular shape is called as an angular shape. That is, the wave which we get here, that particular wave is called as an angular shape wave. This means that lower the quantization, the more resulting sound quality deteriorates. That means if we perform the quantization by considering less number of bits, then the sound quality will be lower. The sound quality will be lower. That means the quality of an sound will be very less when we perform the quantization by considering less number of bits. That means 3-bit quantization will be having a sound quality which will be less as compared to the quantization which has been done by using an 8-bit quantization. And 8-bit quantization when we perform, right? So that quantization when we perform, the sound quality which has been done by using an 8-bit quantization will be less as compared to the quantization which has been done by 16-bit. That means less number of quantization bits, the more the resulting sound quality deteriorates. That means the sound quality will be lesser when we consider less number of bits for the purpose of our quantization.